Sugar sounds sweet in name, but brutal in sound. What does Blood Sugar really represent?
Oh, it represents a lot of things. It's a very wide variety, isn't it? It's
I'd say it's an accumulation of what we all love and different influences that we all have picked up together and that we're all kind of then I'd say Blood Sugar is a combination between doom metal, goth, and punk predominantly. But it is a collection of all of our experiences as musicians and music lovers, and just kind of like compiling it into one mush, into like this like theatrical escapade that's like really escapist and indulgent and just a bit of fun. And anything from you guys?
yeah, indulgent escapades. That's us.
I can't offer you for something.
My escapades are so indulgent.
And is there a conceptual narrative behind the project, or does its song live in its own universe?
Okay, a concept behind the project.
Yeah, go on, you.
It first started. I have a master's in literature, and a lot of like I wrote the lyrics, and a lot of like the lyrics and like gothicy themes came from my love of gothic literature and stuff like that. So it was kind of like I'm telling these different like horror or like terror-filled stories through the means of Blood Sugar, but then it kind of morphed into just indulgent theatricality, horror, all things that are kind of like, I guess I've always found comfort in like horror stuff and like the bit of macabre and the morbid because of feeling like an outcast and feeling a bit strange, and it's kind of a love letter to that.
Oh, definitely.
What about you
I
guys?
think that your lyrics are like, although they have that encompassing theme, they're like each one is like a different universe in
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
It's like a
I'd
different
say.
story in itself,
Yeah.
different characters coming through in each song.
Oh yeah, and I talk about my mental health in some of them as well. Some of them are quite personal, so some of them I'll be talking about a character. We wrote one recently about a tree spirit called the Fields, which was really fun.
That's good.
That was a really good one. And then there's like some like Scratch Ache Bleed, which talks about my personal experiences as a neurodivergent person having to camouflage myself so I wouldn't get picked on. But sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. That was perfect.
Just wanted to add that in.
I was going to say we're very literary.
Yeah.
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 Just a little add.
And Birmingham has a heavy musical heritage rooted in metal. Do you feel like this adheres to that tradition, or more of a reaction against it?
I'll let you guys take that. I've been yapping.
Yeah, I think so. When we started, obviously, we're a Midlands band, we're Birmingham, and I think when we started, it was very much like, oh, we're a very theatrical band, and we're like very Sabbathy. And I remember
We
in
get
our
cover.
so when we first started for a very long time, we used to play a Black Sabbath cover in every set, and we used to get compared to Sabbath a lot. We played with a band from Canada in May 2024, and they said that we are the answer to Sabbath. We're the next Sabbath. But I think
Very high praise, by the way, but like.
but I
that's
think
what I said.
as time's gone on, we started to make our own path.
Yes.
We started very much following Sabbath, and then we know it's a bit of a love letter to it, but we're paving our own way. We're kind of making our own sound.
It's kind of infusing different pieces from different genres that we all enjoy that kind of amalgamate into this beautiful, chaotic, wondrous mess that is Blood Sugar. And it's we have so much respect for Sabbath, like especially Ozzy Osbourne, and like as a front person, like Ozzy Osbourne's presence on stage is something that I take massive inspiration from. But I also take inspiration from people like Kate Bush, even like Lady Gaga, and the women of rock and metal as well. But I think that Sabbath will always have a massive part in our DNA as a band, but we are kind of like we're deviating in the sense of we're finding our own sound. I think when you start off as a band, you kind of start to gravitate towards things that you like, and obviously we all love Sabbath because who's not going to love Sabbath? And we kind of were a lot more of that, which is that's valid when you first find a new sound, but as we've kind of matured and like aged like a little bit of a fine wine, I would say, hopefully, we've started to come into ourselves more as musicians and as artists. Can you got anything there?
No, I think you guys have summed that up really well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't want to talk. And tracks like Carmilla suggest literature references, as you said, as you mentioned before. How important is Gothic literature in your creative universe?
This one's
Go
extremely important. So important. I love to pull from literary references, and I mean like some of the greatest writers as well. From like I love the Victorian Gothic in particular, but also some modern Gothic, like the Wasp Factory, I think it is by Ian Banks. There's Anne Rice, which is an absolute classic, Interview with the Vampire, pulling from different kind of places in the Gothic. I mean, like even like Hammer horror films and like the kind of 60s kind of horror films like The Fly, like body horror and stuff like that. And the Metamorphosis Franz Kafka. And I'm just throwing around a bunch of names here, but it's like a lot of literary influences that have kind of piloted my storytelling and how I come across narratively, because obviously I'm the speaker in the song, I'm the speaker, I'm projecting what's like the words and everything like that, and how like I conduct myself as a speaker, how I write as a speaker, and how I kind of let the story unfold if it's about like something a bit more fantastical or non-fiction. And yeah, it's I mean massive, and just like the decadence and the excess, the fun of it. That's massive. It's massive. Well done for picking that up, because a lot of people like don't pick that up, which I'm really surprised at. So thank you for picking that up. I really appreciate
Exactly.
that.
I like literature too, so
Yes! Yes!
I was currently rereading the Interview with the Vampire.
Yes, it's so good. Have you watched like the Frankenstein movie by Guillermo del Toro?
Yes, I saw it.
Oh, good. Oh, and that again, I'm gonna take inspiration from that. I know I butchered his name. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to get
No, it's an amazing movie, and I love Mia Goth. Everything that she does is a work of art. So
yeah, I agree. I want the dress, the beetle dress, like the malachite dress.
but it must be very expensive.
£2.50 final offer.
And which visual artists, filmmakers, or bands have influenced your aesthetic?
Oh, well, I mean, that's a really good follow-on, because Guillermo del Toro is a big one. Pan's Labyrinth, what he did before, is it's I'm trying to think what filmmaker I'll put on the spot now. It's the weird, like we spoke. I mean, we're inspired by Macbeth. There was
the A24.
There was an amazing Macbeth done by A24, and it is I'm gonna forget his name now.
But he was brilliant in it.
It was amazing, and it was black and white, and it was weird, and it was almost like semi-realistic, and I think we take a lot from that.
We also take from Hammer horror. I would
Hammer horror, yeah,
Hammer
like
horror
50s
is a massive one. I mean, like Marvel did a really good recreation of like horror horror.
Yeah.
It's
Werewolf by Night.
Werewolf by Night. That's a brilliant one. If anybody hasn't watched it, like so good. It's like a typical Hammer horror film. It's everything you want and need. But Blood Sugar has like massive inspirations to do with that. Is it just about films, or is it?
Well, no, just other media.
The Last Dinner Party, man.
Oh yeah,
really. The way that they do their music videos and they tell their stories and how they present themselves as artists. I mean, Florence and the Machine, even so. I know it's not in our genre, but the way that they construct and portray narratives and use their art and their aesthetics intertwined, and they create like these beautiful, whimsical worlds. It's like massive inspiration. Closing my eyes so I can visualize the words. I didn't want to say. What about you, Joe? Is there any inspirations that you take from?
I think that's an interesting one, that we've got like quite a lot of modern influences, like you're saying, Florence and the Machine, Last Dinner Party, and then you've got older influences, like a lot of like 60s rock, with
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Flynn, rock and
Oh,
roll
definitely.
sort of thing, you know.
Can't believe we didn't mention that.
Like, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then going further back to like Macbeth and like
Yeah.
Gothic literature. So there's like a array of eras that,
A spectrum, really.
yeah, a real
Yeah.
spectrum of eras that come up in
Yeah.
I think
I'm obsessed with 60s and 70s fashion, like obsessed, and I have been. I had like an Instagram account dedicated to 60s and 70s fashion beforehand.
Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
man! It was my whole thing. I would like dress up, and I was part of that little community, and it was a great bit of fun. But I got a bit burnt out on it. But I mean, I love the psychedelia of like the 60s and everything like that. Like all of these different, again, it's like an amalgamation, like this really weird
It
mixed
is, yeah.
bag of influences that just go, and it kind of works. I think it works.
I think that's the thing though. Is like we.
Thanks for Lentil and Zeppelin.
Yeah, like we take, you know, it's not for us. It's not just the music. Like we try and have a visual look as well on stage and on social
Yes.
media. And I think so. I studied film, like you studied literature, and it kind of like I want this to have a look when people look at it. I want to, you know, and I think
Storytelling through visuals.
yeah, storytelling through visuals. I want like what the vibe that you get from the music. I want you to get that from the photos and the videos and
Big part of that has been Freya.
yeah, and a big part of that has been our photographer Freya.
By Barber, absolutely amazing.
Oh, she's incredible.
Really good photographer from Manchester, I think. She's fantastic. Sorry, I just wanted to mention that.
Your live shows have a theatrical edge. Do you see your performances as a ritual, a piece of performance art, or simply a concert?
Oh, they're not just a concert.
It's more than just like somebody turning up to a mic and saying like, this song's this, and it was about my ex who dumped me. Next song is about my ex who dumped me again. It's like
And it's about my exes, don't me again.
right, exactly. We don't do that. It's a whole. We've got a whole plan for this next upcoming show, don't we?
Oh my God, it's so exciting. I mean, Joe is a very talented producer. If anybody wants production that's really good,
Shameless plug.
I don't care. Hit up Joe.
Hit up Joe.
His we're gonna make like an intro track, and like Joe, like do you want to talk about some of the inspirations that you've got for the intro?
Oh, yeah, we've got some crazy ideas. I mean, this is not fleshed out at all.
No, it's
We've not got long until the actual headline gig. We've got to turn this around quick. We want to like come in with like crazy noise at the start, all of us off stage, and then come into maybe some of like the witch's poetry at the start of Macbeth.
like when shall we free me to go?
Yeah, and then transition that into Dazed and Confused by Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Into that big riff, that speed that up, and then the lights going crazy. We come on and we bash into
We
our
bash it
song,
out,
you know?
and like there's always like it is. I'd say it's more performance art. Obviously, we are performers and we're artists, and we are ourselves on stage. But like when I'm like, it's different when I'm talking to the audience. I'm kind of a bit more grounded. I'm talking to them. I'm like, hello, da 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 da. But there's a difference between me talking to the audience and then having like my little creepy things that I like to say, like, it doesn't matter who you were before this. What matters is that you're here with us now, with the cult of blood sugar. You know what I mean? There's a stark difference between that monologue. A stark difference.
You remember that?
Always. It's in my little bank. It's in my word bank. I mean, I went to drama school as well, so that really comes across. Like I studied musical theatre. Yeah, and it comes across. I'm a dramatic bee, let's say.
Oh, that's really good.
Thanks.
I've never seen a band that is as theatrical as yours.
Oh my God, that's so fun.
No, it's true.
We're a bit theatrical.
Just a bit.
Sorry.
And how does your songs usually come to life? From a riff, an image, a phrase?
Ooh.
Loads of different ways.
I think all of those and more. Like it can, You know,
Makes sense.
yeah, it just makes sense.
Sorry, you said that in one interview. But it's true.
It just comes from anywhere. Like it could like I or you have a dream, and then this dream's what happens, and then you go, bosh. Like I watched a TikTok the other day, and it was talking about the depiction of Lucifer, and that he was made from pipes and musical instruments. And I called Lolly as soon as I finished the TikTok, and I was like, song idea.
You were like, yo.
I'm like, get the lyrics now. Write the lyrics.
Like when I was in the car on the way and I was stuck in traffic, I was like, Death and Decay. I put everyone in the group. I was like, Death and Decay, guys. Write something based off of Death and Decay and the absolute hubris of Death and Decay, but also the beauty of rebirth and rejoice and life. Write that, boy. So like, it can come from concepts, it can come from literary influences like Carmilla and like stuff like that. It can come from a riff, it can come from one person comes up with a little, it can come from a feeling, intense. I mean, oh sorry, I'll let you speak in a second. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
Interrupt.
Scratch, ache, bleed. That's I'm autistic, neurodivergent baddie. And can you tell? No. And I wrote that, like, because there was this experience that I was going through that really took me back to my childhood where I would be constantly told that I was weird and, like, I didn't fit in and I was, like, too much and da-da-da-da-da. I'm not good. I'm not anything good. I'm terrible. Got really badly bullied for it at school. And there was just an experience that kind of took me back to that. And I would be reminded of how every year when I'd go back to school, sorry, trauma dumping here. Every year when I'd go back to school, I would think, I'm going to change myself now. I'm going to change something about myself so I don't get as bullied and I'm going to be fine. I'm going to be normal. And I used to try and change myself every year. Obviously, it didn't work because you can't. But we wrote a song based on that and it was so cathartic and beautiful, man. So, like, you know, even think negative emotions. It's like, I mean, I've always wrote since I was about 14. I've always wrote poetry because I've struggled with my mental health and I have for my entire life. To get through that, I always wrote poetry, and that's kind of like evolved into blood sugar, really. So yeah, even though it's a negative, I see it as a positive because there's so many people that will come up to us, won't they, who say like, I really felt what you felt. I always say to people, I tell them what the song is about, and I also tell them that there's nothing wrong with them. Unless they're like a nonce or like a predator, you know, then none of that. But you know, if you're just a bit weird and offbeat, there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
but yeah, sorry.
No, it's amazing, and I think it's good to like, you know, sometimes we've like, and I think the best music that we write just comes. I mean,
all together, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times where we've gone, right, we're going to write a song tonight, and we struggle, and we have so much difficulty writing a song because we go in to a session going, we're going to write a song tonight, we have to write a song, and we struggle, and then randomly another rehearsal when we've got tons of other things to do, he will whap out a drum. Or I'll whip out like a guitar chord, or you a lyric.
I'll scramble and get the recorder on my phone.
Oh, Lolly is on it with the recorder.
Oh yeah, recorder.
Voice memos all the time. In fact, there's one thing where like at the end of it, I go, I recorded that, and everyone's like, yeah.
we played the song in like full, like the song. It
was random as well.
Yeah, just wrote it in one go.
Yeah, we played it start to finish, and then we were like, I've got no idea what we just played. And Lolly was like, I recorded it. We're like, yes, yes.
Actually, on my phone it's like voice memo, so I was like. Yeah.
That's a good time.
That's long, sorry.
No, sorry.
That was long, sorry.
No, it's okay. You can say everything you want. That's why you're here.
We'd like to talk.
And do you create more from a place or rates or of rates or introspection?
Ooh.
Introspection.
Rage or introspection.
Rage or introspection. I'd say I would. There's some that come from rage, definitely.
Yeah, I
I've
mean,
seen, but I think probably I do it more off of introspect.
yeah, definitely. I think we have a lot of stuff that comes from rage when we're feeling rage. I mean, we've got a song out called Objectify Testify.
Yeah.
That is rage personified. We've got an unreleased song called You Lie.
Oh my god, yeah.
That's from a place of
Massive one.
it's from a place of betrayal, and something happened in our personal lives with someone that we knew, and we went to the rehearsal studio and that same night wrote a song, and it was full of rage and anger and pain, because that's how we felt. And I think a lot of our music comes through emotion, the creative process, through pain or anger or catharsis, or and that's kind of where things come from.
Yeah. I just but I think it's more of an introspective perspective. So that's 10 times. I think it comes more from introspection than rage, but there will be times where rage will carry us, and it will like it'll be the train and the vehicle, because there's some screwed up stuff happening, and sometimes we're just like, oh my god, I need to write something right now, get those emotions out. But yeah, I'd say personally more introspection. Yeah. Well said, dude.
And what do you want someone to feel the first time they hear your music?
Oh, I'm going to throw out a word which I don't know if you agree with. When someone listens to it for the first time, I want like confusion. I want someone to be like, what? And then they want to listen to more, because it's like, I'm trying to think of bands that I like. Is a band called Via Nova.
Yeah.
They're weird funk, but they're really heavy. And I listened to the first track of their album, Primus. If you know Primus is like, it's weird, and you're like, what is this? And then you listen to more, and that's kind of my first. It's like at the Antburns Under the Magnifying Glass, we have that weird flange bass to open the track.
Yeah.
And I want people to go, what is this? And get confused, and then it hits them. It's very violent.
No, it wasn't violent. It was just passionate and expressive.
Yeah.
I want them to be pulled in. I want them to feel like it's a siren call that's pulling them in, and they are maybe confused and intrigued, and then they stay. And I want somebody rooted to the spot when they hear our music. I want them to feel almost paralyzed that they have to listen to more. That's the impression that I want. What about you, Joe?
I want it to be kind of more out of body, like
yes,
kind of like an escape, like you're just listening to it, something that you can kind of close your eyes and be in a different room, be in a different universe when you hear the tracks. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I agree with all three of them.
Yeah, I think they will fit together.
I agree with everybody.
You are exactly the same person. You're all one. You've been playing more shows across the UK. How has the audience response been?
It's been good. It's been different. I mean, we've been going. Our first show was in 2024.
So not long.
So this is only really our second full year properly as a band. And kind of leaving our hometown, as we're going the farthest we've ever been.
Going to Glasgow.
Going to Glasgow at the end of this month, and that's mad. And I mean, we're also talking about going to potentially Germany this year, and it's these places that are so big, but like, and even not in person, but we've had such literally a worldwide.
That's been insane.
Opening of people and support from across the world. Like, we'll put on our social media, like, whoa, where are you listening from? And we get people from like Australia, Egypt, Sweden, a lot of Americans, Canada. I'm trying to think what other places.
Shout out to our American fans.
Shout out to all our fans.
Well, because there's a massive chunk in America, but shout out to every single fan, every single person. I mean, Poland.
Yeah, Poland. People from Bloxwich.
People from Sweden.
Yeah.
Bloxwich is somewhere in the UK.
But the best from Spain.
We've had people from Spain too. It's been like.
It's been eye-opening.
I mean, just recently as well, like the socials, I think I've kind of figured a bit out. Not the most, to be honest, because in the grand scheme of things, what we have isn't the biggest following, but like it's like a switch flipped, and then people started to see us. I mean, with Facebook recently, like about just over a week ago, man, we were at 200 followers. We're now at 11,000. It's like, whoa! It's like people suddenly, when they get it, they're just getting it, and they really are intrigued. My favourite comment from Facebook has been an older gentleman, and this is in all caps, and he put, if you think it's too loud, you're too old. Kerrang!
I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, and obviously we haven't been playing on Kerrang or anything. He just decided to put it as a little tag at the end. Kerrang! I mean, I used to listen to Kerrang when I was a young lady, and in the car, in my infant school, right? Infant school, like nursery and stuff. They asked me what my favourite radio station was, and it was Kerrang. So Kerrang, please play us. Go on, you can do it. I believe in you, mate.
BBC Radio 2.
BBC Radio 2.
What about you, Josefina?
Talking about the shows, I think we've had some fun ones recently where it has been that confusion that we've like rocked up. We started playing this show in Wolverhampton, and people were watching on that had never seen us, never heard of us, and
So confused.
they were confused. They were like, "What on earth is this?" But by the time we were like halfway through the set,
We had them.
It was a real good energy in the room by the end of the show.
That we always manage to get people at the end. I don't know how we do it, but we always manage to get. Obviously, some people probably think we're rubbish. That's valid. But like, we usually manage to get the room on our side, which is really good. And then people will come up to us afterwards and be like, "I didn't know who you were," or but I really enjoyed it, and will talk to us about it. And it's amazing. I mean, I love speaking to people. Like I always say, I love speaking to our people, like who get and enjoy the music, and that's like the biggest thing about like music is like connection as well, and finding each other through like, you know, sound and everything. I'm sorry, I've proper deviated the question off into its own little world.
Oh yeah, really.
It's a good question.
Good deviation. Good question. I'm asking a question.
And do you feel there is a new dark gothic wave emerging? Does it still feel like a niche scene?
I think it is still niche, but I think it's getting there. I mean, there's a band called Mouth Ulcers. They're bringing proper dark wave goth back, and they're doing it in style. They played their debut gig the other day at a festival, and the room was full. They've just sold out their first kind of like headline show. They're doing incredible. I mean, we look at bands like Venus Girls.
Yeah,
that's a bit of that dark wave.
Witch Fever.
Witch Fever.
Witch Fever. Please, Witch Fever, we love you.
We love Witch Fever.
To put it into, I'm the top 1% of listeners to Witch Fever, and it's my #1 artist of the year. I love Witch Fever, man.
On top 0.5% in Rage Against the Machine.
That's mad.
Short, isn't it?
That's mad.
Sorry.
You keep covering me, bro.
I'm sorry.
And what is the hardest part about sustaining on an independent band today?
Remembering.
Me and Lee have.
Remembering what?
Huh?
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Me and Lee have ADHD, so it's so tough remembering everything, remembering emails, remembering to do merch, remembering money, remembering everything, remembering to do this, remembering to do that. And also, I think sometimes when you're brave enough to knock on the door for gigs and everything, people don't take you seriously sometimes. When you don't have money or you don't have those established industry connections, and you're trying to just get gigs and you're trying to do anything, and people just... I think there's a lot of like elitism in the music industry in terms of they don't look at the talent of the musician and they don't look at the caliber. I'm not saying like we're the most talented people in the world. There's probably people who are much more talented than us that don't even have a platform like us. but they don't look at the caliber of the musician and the music itself. It's about socials, and it's about the connections. How much money do you have? Do you have a PR team? Do you have a management team that you can like pay for? And oh, are you in with the big guns in the industry? Because can you pay to be in with the big guns? I mean, there's artists that I know that have got to where they've gotten to much easier than us because they have the means and they have the financial stability, and they have like say, and which is, you know, it's a valid means to get there, and you can't just get there without any talent or anything like that.
No.
But it's much easier for them because they have rich parents.
Yeah.
And you know, we're working class people. We don't have that. We don't have two pennies to rub together, bro. This is, you know, it's a prayer and a dream. And I mean, like, as someone who's disabled as well, that can't really work that much because of being disabled, it's just mad.
Yeah.
It's mad. But that's what I would say. I'd ask the people within the industry, bloody, when people like are doing decent on socials and doing it consistently, just take a second to just take a look at their music. Like, don't think about, oh well, he's in with this person, he's in with that person. Look at the talent, man.
Yeah.
Look at the talent, look at the drive, look at the consistency. Give people a chance, man.
It's about drive, isn't it?
It's about power.
It's about power.
We say
You know, and you've got to stay hungry and you've got to devour everything. It's like
that's a rock reference.
say my name, rock. No, but I think a lot of the industry is money, and we don't come from money.
No,
We don't have money. We've done it from the start. We've done it completely independently. DIY with help and favours and all from our own pockets. And I mean, everything ever was done by us until
we're not earning any
no, we don't.
No.
Everything goes back into it, and we've done it completely independently. I mean, we're currently in talks with management.
We are
That could be when this comes out to the public. That could be official. It could be not.
I mean, as well, it would be nice to have a record label, but record labels sometimes are quite predatory and will try and take everything from you and leave you with nothing, and it's just for the sake of being on a record label. And we have like had that, and it's
the industry's too much about money and not enough about art.
Yeah.
That's what we are. We're artists at the end of the day.
Yeah, we've had a few label offers that we've had to decline because it's just not been right for us.
Yeah.
And is there something people tend to misunderstand about BLDSUGR?
Our name.
Oh yeah, our name.
Well, no, not you.
Not you.
Okay.
Spell it wrong.
Yeah.
The shell it as either blood and sugar. Like the spelling.
We've had our name spelt wrong, and not necessarily pronounced, because I know it's spelt weirdly. So the pronunciation is fine, but it's the spelling. We have been called BLDSUGR, blood sugar. They always take the U out.
Put it back in.
Or they put an O in, or they put two U's in.
Or they just spell it as blood sugar, like diabetic.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think what's the big thing they misunderstand about us, and I think everything. I think we get until kind of more recently as well. We've always been misunderstood. People didn't really take us seriously.
No, everybody thought we were like.
We were just the weird kids.
They thought we were really weird. No, honestly, in our scene, we were seen as the people who weren't going to kind of go anywhere. We were just the weird kids doing our own thing.
Then we play a live show in front of them, and then they go,
"Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay, maybe."
Blood sugar.
And then, like, obviously with socials, like, people, it shouldn't have to be that way, but people have started to understand our art a lot more since we've gained traction, and they're taking the time to learn and to listen.
100%.
I think as well, sometimes people are like, oh, like, they're thinking more than they did, but you know what? I'm sorry. I'm delusional diva. Fake it till you make it. I'm sorry. I'm living my fantasy on a lemonade budget, and if anybody's getting in the way of that, like, no, you're not getting in the way of that. You know what I mean? Like,
Never.
Look.
I think even at the live shows, people misunderstand it. Like, obviously, we rock up and Lee's playing guitar and bass, and most people will see that and be like, "What? What are you guys doing?" But we're just not gonna let anything stop us. If we couldn't get a member then we're just going to make it anyway. We're going to make it happen.
Exactly.
And it kind of has worked so well now. It's become really part of the show, and I think part of the writing, and that's something that people don't even get when they look at it, but it's now a core fundamental thing of the project.
Such a good answer, man. But like, they do get it when they watch us. They do get it.
They do get it, yeah. They do get it when they watch. Sometimes.
No, I think most of the time people do get it. Most of the time people do get it. If people don't get it, that's completely fine as well. Like, that's valid. We all have different tastes and we all have different ideas of what's good and what's bad. But like, I think a lot of people are getting it and getting it more.
That's pretty cool.
It's amazing.
And is there more material on the way?
Yes.
Well, as of recording, as of this right now, we have a song coming out at midnight.
Oh my God, we do.
As I say, as we said earlier, we forget about everything. We have a song coming out tonight.
I had somebody saying, 2 sleeps till burn, and I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, I've been counting down the days, and I was like, oh yeah.
It's really incredible. We recorded this song about a year ago, and it's finally coming out.
Finally.
But after Burn, we got
loads of works. We got a big track list that's on the wall, or it's in my bag actually. I've got it set out. We're like ready to go with a bunch of songs. It's kind of going to be difficult to narrow it down. I think of like which ones to actually release and which ones not. So
it's going to be hard.
But yeah, it's.
But Joe's producing all of it, and we're so excited to work with him. It's funny, we were looking for a producer, and then we kind of realised we've had it. The baby girl was in front of us the entire time. It's like, like the rom-coms where it's like, I didn't realise that the girl with glasses was actually the one that I loved the entire time. The girl takes off her glasses. It's quite chaotic.
Actually, it's me. You must be shut up.
And where would you like your band to be in 2 years?
Playing Download Festival. Download, please. I've went every single year since I was 15 at Bar 1. Download. It's time. It's time to have blood sugar. Andy Coping, Cameron, please, mate.
I would like to be in this room with a cup of tea, maybe. Nice. With the heating on, because it might be cold in 2 years. Yeah. Or maybe the heating off if it's not cold in 2 years. Yeah. I'd like
doing another interview with me.
Yeah. In 2 years.
Like the Billie Eilish interview that happens every year.
I think every 2 years we should be sat right here and do the interview again. We should answer the questions exactly the same. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep these questions for next time.
In reality, I think just continuing our trajectory, because it's just, obviously you can't ever predict how things are going to go, especially in the entertainment industry, but I would ideally like to continue on an upwards trajectory, which I think we have been. It would be incredible for more people to hear our sounds. I'd love to be selling out shows. Yeah. I'd love to be doing shows like maybe in Europe in 2 years. That would be amazing. I'd love to be doing that. I'd love to be playing more festivals. Like, again, Download's my baby. Download, Hellfest, like a lot of different festivals would be really cool. And I'd just love to have that. I'd just love to be working with people, collaborating with different creatives, and also like, I want our EP, our music to be out. I'd love to be, and maybe like even if the right deal came up, I'd love to be on a label so we have a bit of funding for our art, because definitely. That's the main reason, people want a label. It's so you have funding and backing for your art, and so like you have the means to tour around the country, and they can help you pay for expenses and stuff like that. Ideally, that's where I would like to be, and I just think, as well, personally, just enjoying making music and having a good time with it, because that's the main thing. I think
fundamentally, honestly, as long as us three are still here in this room or another room, making music,
we've won.
I don't care about anything else. As long as we're making music and we're happy and we're little fellas. That's all. That's all I want to be in 2 years. It's just happy making music.
Agreed. Agreed. What about you, Joe?
I think making music and just keep on learning. I think since playing with you guys, a lot has changed on my path, and from when we started to where we are now together, it's like a whole separate instrument that we've been playing.
You've been like proper learning drums for the band, haven't you?
Right, yeah.
Like Joe was a multi-instrumentalist, and he was kind of like just starting off on drums when he came to us, and he's just the way that you have dedicated yourself and put it blew me and Lee away.
Yeah,
it blew us away.
Yeah, you're an amazing musician. Yeah. You can actually play 74 different instruments.
He was originally just going to be, a session player, but the drive, the passion, and just the way that Joe is. I mean, you see, we get along with him like a house on fire. Yeah. Well, we hate him, but like just the chemistry and the drive, the passion, and also the talent, the musical prowess. Yeah. So it was just like, we got to snag it more.
These guys are just the nicest musicians, and that's the coolest thing. Like, I swear, in this industry, most people are just sharks or snakes, but these guys are real. They're OG.
And you're an OG. You're real.
We're all, as they say, we're all OGs.
Please. Thank you. Thank you for listening to us ramble.
And which band, living or dead, would you most like to share a stage with?
I'm gonna let you guys answer that first.
That's hard. No.
Oh God. Personally, there's several people that I would look.
I'm gonna pick one living, one dead.
Okay, go on.
One.
I'm gonna think about it. Okay. So you start. Or Joe start.
I mean, very different to our genre. But I would love to share a stage with Led Zeppelin. Like, OG lineup of Led Zeppelin would be amazing. I think as well, like, having someone, like, maybe, like, sharing the stage, like, I'm thinking in terms of, like, theatricality and stuff like that. I'd love, like, Janis Joplin or, like, Kate Bush. Oh, even Ozzy Osbourne, man. Ozzy Osbourne. Okay, I'm giving out a million answers. But that's kind of, like, where my head goes. What about you guys?
Like a Jimi Hendrix.
Oh my God, yes.
Again, different to what we're playing, but because then we could just play and we could just watch. That'd be just great.
Yeah.
Maybe something, maybe like a circus or something. That would be an act that would go well with the chaos that we have.
Like Cirque du Soleil. That'd be cool. Also, love to share a stage with Witch Fever.
Witch Fever,
hands down.
We would love to share a stage with Witch Fever. If anyone is listening, we would love to share
Witch Fever
with Witch Fever. Weirdly, they're coming to Birmingham in March. We would love to share a stage with you, Witch Fever. Mine would be I've got three. Yeah.
Oh.
And they're like different stages of music.
Go for it.
Again, not our genre, but The Who.
The Doors.
I love The Who. Incubus.
Nice.
Early Incubus would be incredible. They're weird. That's an inspiration. They're weird. They do what they want. And currently would probably have to be Scowl.
Oh my God, yes. I love Scowl.
Scowl.
Sorry, me going to everything. Oh my God, yes.
We're very enthusiastic.
Stop.
And do you have any message for your fans and people who are watching this interview?
Okay, I'm going to let you guys go first.
Thank you for the support. Thank you for, especially the people that have been here for the last 2 years. Thank you for always staying with us and listening to us. And we've got a lot of fans that we can, that are so active in our community. I'm going to try and list them off, but not make some of them. Fingerman. Darcy. In Glasgow, we've got Max, who's been a fan of us for a very long time.
Yeah.
We've got Faye and Matt that come to a lot of our shows in Birmingham. Hannah, her dad. We've got so many.
I've also got Hannah
who makes a lot of our artwork as well.
There's been so many.
And there's so many that I haven't named. But there's so many people that it's just kind of like a big community, and I'm just really grateful. And I think we're all really grateful to have those people that actually care about what we do. And it's kind of unbelievable that people care.
It is.
I probably want to say hello.
Kind of new.
It's a new addition.
So people are probably like, who is this guy? So, you know, hey, what's up? Yeah, I'm excited to meet more of like the fan base and like, you know, at shows and stuff. And yeah, I'm really excited to be involved and kind of like bring this next chapter forward together with these guys. So
I would say I see you. I'm so grateful that you've decided to even give us a chance and listen to us, and that we are nothing without you. The way that we are heard in this industry and the way that people pay attention to us is because you guys have picked us up and you decided that you wanted to listen to us even when we had nothing. And the fact that you've resonated with our music and you get it, like, that means everything.
Yeah.
Like, even if like we're just where we are now, finding our people and finding the people that resonate with us means everything.
Everything.
And
Man. Yeah.
even however you support us, whether you just follow us, you'd like to post, whether you come to shows, whether you buy merch, whether you've come up and spoke to me afterwards, like, it means everything. And I want to say to our fans, like, never be a stranger. Like, especially at shows, I will always take the time to try and speak to everybody. And it's a pleasure, it's an honor to meet you guys and to be able to interact with you, be able to talk with you, and be able to like just to get to know you, your interests, and why you like our music. And I'm just really humbled every single time I get a message or anybody comes up and says something that, you know, like, that they enjoy our music or that our band means something to them. And it's just incredibly important to me that I look out for my fans. We protect our fan base and they feel appreciated and loved.
That's so sweet.
It was very beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being with me today. It's been a pleasure to meet
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you. It's been
amazing.
such a
And I
pleasure.
hope next time is in person.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Because on video I'm very, very shy and I forget everything.
Oh, don't worry.
This is great.
You did
That was
absolutely.
amazing.
You've done such an amazing job, and like, thank you so much for having us and for taking the time. This has been an absolute joy.
Yeah, it's
And
been great.
thank you for listening to us yap. I know we do yap quite a lot.
Yeah, we yap
so
a lot.
Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm very glad to have you here.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, darling.
And thank you for being so nice.
Oh my God! So, like,
What?
it should be basic human decency. Anybody who's not nice is dickhead.
Yeah.
Dickhead, don't be a dick. Easy. Easy.
What she said.
Clock it.
Clock it.
So I let you rest for now.
Okay.
For now.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. Please take care of yourself, and if like you have any questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to.
yeah,